Hey, we're in episode 380 today in Small Victories, working on the circles. We're on day 2 of the circles, and we'll see how fast we can get it done. I spent some time working on the black. I actually was coloring the black yesterday during our episode 379. I had some focus issues. As I said in the description, it was focus of me because of the family thing and the scheduling. Lucky was in here and being very active. Normally he's sleeping. And then the camera focus was not good. So it was just not good all around. So I apologize for that. Today we are going to use 2 sets of pencils. We still have our 4 colors, well 3, because I just did silver, white, and green on the images above, depending on the image. So I have colored the inside upper side of the circle on the left and the inside upper left. So upper right, upper left. And I'm using the Kalour color barrel. Here is what they all look like. It is the same 6 color tones as used yesterday. And then the second set we're working with is the pastel tints. And I had a bit of a problem with the greens, which you will see when we get to that. So I am going to just start right in with the 3 purples. And here they are. What I like about this set of pencils, I actually like how lightweight they are, and the smaller core works really well in Small Victories, and I absolutely love how easy it is to read the lettering even though it is shiny silver. So we have 62 light purple, 57 violet, and number 5 dark purple. Again, 3 different types of flowers, maybe even 4. That is one style, so there's 5 styles. So I'm just going to do my best to vary the colors. Trying to be somewhat creative. Now this is a very, these are quick and easy to use. They are very waxy, buttery. They don't, their pigment laydown is pretty decent, but I tend to have to work extra hard to fill in the tooth. We're going to make the little pom-pom flowers be dark on the outside. We'll see how well that goes, but you see the waxiness here. It's like there's more filler. I guess that is the more accurate statement to say. They have more filler than some other pencil sets. They are definitely a very budget set. But what I do like is how easy they are to use. They're kind of a breath of fresh air because you can just lay them down fairly quickly, and they're just an uncomplicated, you can light layer with them, or you can do heavy pressure layering and go even faster. I do enjoy my light layering. I did get a comment, I need to respond to it, where somebody was surprised that I didn't get as many crumbs when I was using the Prismacolor over here on the turtle. And I think the reason why is I am a light layering person. Even though I know I can smush them, I still have a preference for light layering, and then when I do the light layering, I don't get as many crumbs, even with crumbly pencils. That's my guess anyway. All right, so this is the flower. These 2 are the same style. And then we have the pom-pom flower that's got the dark on the outside. I'll probably have to go back. See, I see a lot of tooth here. I'm going to have to work to get rid of that tooth. So I'm going dark, middle, light in the center. So the lightest color is the light purple. Let's see if I can burnish this and get rid of the tooth. Heavy pressure here. And then I've already gotten rid of most of the tooth on the flowers here that are dark in the middle. And I'm doing light on the outside. This technically is also one of these flowers. It's right at the edge of my finished area. I am again, with the pom-poms, we are doing light in the center. We'll make even more light in the center of this biggest one. And you can sort of smush the pigment around. Not quite like you can with a Prismacolor. But again, I believe they are a more filler, which is why they're easy to use, but they don't then have that deep pigment. You have to kind of work at it. The Brute Funers, which as I believe are made in the same factory, have, I think, a little more pigment. And they're an oil-based, where these are a wax-based. So I kind of like the difference between those two flower sets. I am going to get around the edges here with the dark. I like having the black done, by the way, ahead of time. Because look, I can go over the edges, and I don't care. It's nice. Very, very nice. Oh, the other thing about these, because they are a waxy, for me, looking at them, they kind of have a luminous sort of a look to it because of the oily finish that you get. And I really like that too. I am using some heavier pressure now because I'm finding better results. Nice, very, very nice. And then we have this daisy. I'm gonna try the middle color on the two daisies. It's a violet color, so it has a different hue to it than the other two, the dark and the light. So let's just see how this goes. Again, this is all violet, maybe with some light tips. This is all violet again. Light tips. Heavy pressure. Burnishing. Not worrying about the black. All right. I am curious how fast I can get the coloring done on these. Okay, those are very pretty. Pretty, pretty flowers. That's enough to get the idea across. I am going to grab an eraser because I went over the lines right here. And I don't want to contaminate my yellow. Get some yellow. And I think that you could very easily not color in all the yellow. Like, let's do this here. I'm going to do just partial yellow. Same with this one, partial yellow. And I just think that adds more depth, but you don't, it makes it so that you don't have to have multiple yellows. All right, those colors are done. We're on to white. I mean green. We have a, oh, I see one area. I have one little bit. There's not a lot of stem work, is what I'm calling it, where I use the green to do the stems, but this particular bit right here is the one. There's two stems over here Nope, 3 stems, 4 stems. Huh, this has actually got some good stems. Not all of the images have nice stems, so that's where I have the white and silver to help fill in and make things fun. The 2 greens, they're both pretty vibrant. It's like an apple green that they're calling middle greenish, middle yellowish green 168, and then clover green 46. Sticking as much as I can with the same greens as the 2 circles above. So I am having, and my focus issue, I think part of it is this. See, when every time I push down for coloring, and that is a function of the spine of the book, which is my nemesis. So I'm just going to hold this down. I even have a clip on the outside trying to hold it down, but we are at the back of the book, and that is why. So I believe that was my problem yesterday with the focus. We will see if I hold it down, how it all goes. All right, again, for me, the exercise with these circles is working with the black and then the gel pens, which are new to me. Not so much the coloring with the pencils at this point, because I am quite comfortable with coloring with them, though I still love to relay to you guys how they feel and what I like about them. I know that some people report having breakages with this particular set, but mine had a very bad shipping experience these were used, and they have been fantastic. There's like 1 or 2 of 180 that were broken, and that's it. The rest of them are perfectly fine, and they were a mess. Oh, I love it. That looks great. Okay, so now let's grab the green. This is the green again from set 560, and that's what I like about the Languo pens, because there are lots of these available. I need my cheat sheet. I'll show you my quick cheat sheet. I do need to write down the pencil numbers. There's my cheat sheet right there that's going to help me identify. I'm going to do green stems here, these 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of stem work. Great. That is perfect, because that's what I wanted. With this circle page is to play with the stems after I've colored over the black. So look how fuzzy that got. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to remind myself I need to check every time I do a different level. The focus is not consistent. Okay, so there's a nice stem. I'm going to do, the stem actually goes this way. Okay, that works. Nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. I then have 2 little stems coming out here. Nice. 1 stem there. I wish I would have finished the black around here, but that's okay. That will get finished off shortly. I've got 1 stem. Right here at this nice arced angle. A reverse angle here. Yeah, I'm really liking these a lot. Again, my right hand is holding down the paper, and then my left hand has to do the drawing all on its own. So it's a bit awkward, but going okay. Okay, I like it. I think that came out very good. Okay, moving on. I'm not even going to do any silver with that. The next one is interesting because it definitely does not have stems, so it is going to be a white gel pen exercise. All right, so grabbing the pastel tints, I'm going to start with the purples. Again, since these are pastels, I've got some different tones to work with. We'll see how white works on this. It's possible I do have gold. So I've got Castle Arts Pastel Tints. We have Heather 41, Tickle Pink 43, and Hydrangea 40. The same, we got a lavender, a violet, and a purple. So we'll see how it goes. The big flowers, I want the traditional darker color. It has some veining and folds in here, so I am going to keep my coloring somewhat linear. And I don't know how much darker. I'm going to go in again here. Lots of pressure to see how dark I can get this pastel tone. And I will do the dark for the under the petal shadowing. Everywhere there's a petal over the top, the underneath will be dark, like so. Again, still holding down. I almost colored this whole one in. Interesting. So I'm going to go this direction. So the next couple of weeks, well, the coming week, this is actually Sunday. I'm a little ahead of time. I am pre-coloring, you guys, because I have my husband's family coming next week. So I am going to be doing a little bit of pre-coloring to be ready to go and have things queued up, which I never ever do. And I am just wanting to relax with family and enjoy whatever activities come our way. It is interesting in the wintertime. Here is when all of the action happens with visits. The neighbor's grandson came. He is in college, and he is here ahead of when his family is coming, and they're all leaving for a week somewhere in Florida, but not here. So he came early. So those are pretty. I'm going to leave those as they are and go to, I am going to try just sticking with that same tone and just doing a light, what is this called? It is Heather. Yeah, that'll be very different. Not having any violet. Doing a heavy pressure burnish right off the bat. I do like the soft touch a lot. I mean, not soft touch. The pastel tints, I believe, have, to me, they feel like the soft touch formula. And I really enjoy the soft touch of all of, I own all of the Castle Arts. And this particular feel I like better than the gold. Yeah, we're just having focus issues, aren't we? Even when I'm going to see if I can keep my hand out of the way. Same issue as yesterday. Isn't it funny? It's you have the same equipment and you think you've got it all figured out, and then something in the environment changes. I can't tell you what that is. And then all of a sudden you have problems again. Technology is just fickle that way. I am liking these. It's the greens that gets a little tricky. I have 3 different green tones, a blue green, a green green, an olive green. But none of the tones that I had available to me with the pastels match the greens that I've chosen with the other sets. So when the time comes, I will share with you. That is so pretty. I'm going to do, the pom-pom flowers are going to be violet. I think I'm going the wrong direction too, by the way. I'm supposed to be doing the inner left. This is the one that I filled most of the way in. Okay, so the pom-pom flowers are going to be just pure violet. And I love how sloppy I can be because of the black already being done. I am going to just stop on that one. And now this will be a tritone. We'll do the dark center to the violet to the heather. Heavy pressure here. Then I'm going to fade away a little bit. Light pressure. So it can fade to the heather. It is so fun to take just a few colors and see what you can do with 3 colors. How many different possibilities? I need more violet. All right, that's good. And then I am going to take and do one thing for fun. This, I'm going to do violet. And then yellow. Grabbing yellow, which we're using number 3 saffron. I cannot read that 003 hardly at all, so I numbered it with my brother label maker. I'm going to do the partial for these bigger ones. And I see that I went over the lines here, so I can on my own time maybe zip off some of the pink and put in yellow. Okay, I moved over so that my knuckle would not make that out of focus. 2 greens, this is where things get a little different. I chose number 29 Angelica and Bayberry number 30. And I'm going to, it's kind of a turquoisey color. I only see 2 styles of leaves. So this is a 2-tone leaf. These are very similar. The blend is really seamless and easy. I want these little leaves to be light, and that's it. So again, this particular circle does not seem to have any tendrils or stems to speak of. So we're going to try, I think I'm going to do white and maybe some silver dots to go with the circle, this circle. You can see the silver gleaming. So I might go ahead and do that. I have another one that doesn't have a lot of stem work, and we will save the dots for that as well. So let's just see how the Languo white gel pen from set 561, which is called the Highlights, and it even has the title here. There's a variety of highlight options with their own set numbers. And this one goes with 561, and it is, what's interesting is, where do I want to put, where would I see some white? And then what I can do is go back, so we have these 3 black dots. Yeah, those are visible. Nice. Fun. All right, I have to get some dots here. think that looks awfully cute. I'm going to rotate so I don't have to reach across so bad. These do get a little bit of a buildup on these waxier sets, so I have a piece of scratch paper that I can get them re-primed again. It's big enough I can put 3 in the middle of that one. I missed some black right there. I think that's cute. Now, I said I was going to do silver, and I will finish this up. Going blurry again. And while these are wet, if you want to make your line or your dot a little thicker, you can go back in and adjust it while it's still wet. I am rotating. Like I said, I have gotten out of the practice of rotating, and I think it is doing a disservice to my focus. And I'm okay with having a couple of them be bigger. All right, so that we're a little bit ahead of schedule. And I think I'm going to call it here. Here are the two. They are very different, but I like them both. That one just has the green for the stems, and then we have white and silver on the one on the right. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'm working through the focus issues. So sorry about it being temperamental. I still will try to figure out the root cause so we can alleviate that problem. Do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you will join me for the next edition, which are these last two. Oh, what pencils are they going to be? They are going to be Artex and Pablo's. No, wait, sorry, that's the wreaths. Sorry, Erogeton and the Brute Funer squares. Hope to see you all there.